Hi, my name is Matthew Jester. This is just a certificate of completion showing that I am competent in the field of hypnosis. This is a certificate from Mike Mandel Hypnosis Academy, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, before I get into the general introduction, I'm just going to describe the video. In this video, I will be conducting a handwriting analysis examining the alterations in handwriting that were caused by hypnosis in a specified sample. And please watch my video, Hypnosis, Abuse, and Speech Inhibition. I will leave a link in the description. I'll also leave additional links in the description of other relevant videos. I've been abused with hypnosis, and my ability to speak is being inhibited with hypnosis, which is why I have to read everything when I make videos. If you notice me stuttering, speaking slowly, being unable to speak clearly, or any other difficulty speaking, I explain how this is being done to me in my video, Hypnosis, Abuse, and Speech Inhibition. Moving on from there, we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and point out this is a witness testimony, a written witness testimony and statement regarding a murder that I witnessed, and this was, of course, voluntary, my own free will and instigation. I actually ended up collecting evidence of it from attempting to write this and being inhibited from doing so. I'll explain that. So, the letter R, the word murder, is bold, distracting attention away from the word murder. The letter C in conceal in the beginning is also bold, drawing any attention away from the word murder that isn't already drawn away by the letter R in bold. As you can see here, there's the C that is in bold and the R that is in bold that I'm referencing. And you're going to have to understand the context of what a baseline is. A baseline is the lining on a piece of paper when you're writing on lined paper. That's what you're writing words on, right? So you can see that this is intersecting the baseline right there at the top of the C. And we'll go ahead and explain that. The bolded letter R distracts attention to the next word in the sentence because we don't read backwards. We don't read right to left, we read left to right. So as you can see, reading from left to right, we would read the next word, logically, instead of reading right to left. We would also read red room. The bolded letter C is an outlier that attracts attention away from the word murder and draws it towards the baseline below, because reading the letter C requires attention to be drawn to the bottom of the letter C. This is not a coincidence, for example, and neither was that stutter attempting to speak. So as you can see, the attention is drawn from the top of the letter C down to the bottom of the baseline below the word murder. And naturally, your attention would be drawn to the letters next to it when you're reading, so that you never so this further distracts attention away from the word murder. And then any other letter writing that is bold is further evidence of further distraction away from the word murder. It even distracts attention away from the distractions from the word murder as well. Just to try to make sure that the word murder is not isolated as well. So a stick figure with dreadlocks and the letter H in my name Matthew, and then a second stick figure in the letter N in the word investigate. These are drawings that I was hypnotized to draw, and that is an example also of covering up the evidence, because it turned it into a doodle or a form of artwork instead of a witness testimony, right? Try an attempt to make the witness testimony be taken less seriously. If these were isolated alterations and the rest of the sample was left unaltered, then it would be very obvious what was done there, and just the visual aspect, it would stand out even more. So these, of course, seem to be, very unlikely to be coincidental, especially taken into the context of the other alterations in combination. And as you can see, there are protrusions coming out of the first stick figure in the letter H, and there are not protrusions coming out of the second stick figure in the letter N, just above it, which I'm pointing out with my finger. And the last one here that I'm going to specify is a river of waves protruding from an extremely exaggerated ending pen stroke in the letter R. And as you can see here, there are the ending pen stroke actually loops back around to where it started, and you can see it almost looks like waves. There's a specified metaphor that I was hypnotized to think that meant, and I was hypnotized to imagine a river flowing while I was tracing the pen strokes on the letter R, which was the method to influence compliance to the post-it note suggestion. And then we'll go ahead and get started with reading the rest of this. The alterations in handwriting are very deliberate and intentional methods of distracting as much attention away from the word murder on the page as possible. The drawings were intended to distract further attention away from the word murder, consume excessive amounts of my time while drawing them and concealing some of the names that were written on the page. Any alterations or drawings that were designed to alter or change the content of the written witness testimony, wow, the hypnosis is inhibiting me, are evident of evidence tampering and witness tampering. Any alterations or drawings that were designed to distract attention away from the word murder or consume excessive amounts of my time are evidence of witness tampering through delaying, inhibiting, and preventing disclosure of evidence in witness testimony. And I want to thank you again for watching my video. We'll go ahead and end this just pointing out the fact that any evidence of witness tampering from hypnosis inhibiting witness testimony of a murder is also evidence of murder being committed, whereas there is no logical explanation for witness tampering to occur if a crime was never committed and witnessed.